diagnosed with a brain tumor. I wasn't upset, I wasn't anxious, I wasn't fearful, or any of those other things that most normal people would be with that type of diagnosis. I remember telling my mom, as a matter of fact, "Hey mom, I have a brain tumor." She, of course, became upset, anxious, and fearful, all of those things that I did not display at that time of diagnosis. But in my firm and obstinate continuance in my course of action, despite the difficulty or oppositions, I continued paramedic school while healing from brain surgery. When in paramedic clinicals, I became very sick. While caring for a burn patient, I passed out. I learned that there was a life growing inside of me. Now the plan and course of action has changed. I have to care for this baby that I had no plans for in my firm and obstinate continuance in my course of action, despite the difficulty or oppositions. Oh no, she wasn't a difficulty, although at times she was difficult. Nor was she an opposition, but she was my daughter. So what did I do? Well, in my firm and in my perseverance, which was my persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success, I continued paramedic clinicals while I was pregnant, obtained my certification in paramedic licensure, and continued to work as an EMT. 2 years had passed, and now I'm a single parent with a 1-year-old, and now I'm finally accepted into nursing school. In between time, when she was 10 months old, I was the only African American woman to be hired at the fire department. I faced many barriers: racism, sexism, discrimination. My fire chief told me, "You'll never be a nurse." He placed barriers to me finishing my degree, but because of my persistence in doing something despite difficulty and delay in achieving success, and my firm and obstinate continuance in my course of action despite the difficulty or oppositions, I finished nursing school 13 years later. I also, at the same time, completed my bachelor's degree in business, and I was selected for the Nationals Dean's List. Due to the many barriers, racism, sexism I have experienced while working in the fire service for 20 years, I continued my lifelong learning despite the difficulty and delay in achieving my success. I was firm and obstinate in my continuance in a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition to be a competent healthcare provider, nurse, and patient advocate. Although many stated I would never be the first African American female fire chief of Missouri, a flight nurse, an ER nurse, an ICU nurse, I continued my lifelong learning, earning 6 degrees to include a doctorate in nursing practice, all because someone said, "You'll never be." Your perseverance and your persistence must continue. I know you are capable of being competent nurses because I taught you.
Yep.
And the others behind me have taught you. You must advocate for yourselves. You must advocate for your patients. You stand strong in your quest to become the premier nursing leaders that we have taught you to be, remembering to have perseverance and persistence in achieving your lifelong learning and continued professional growth. Thank you.